over some of the basics. We are going to show you some of this in the live environment as well as screenshots. Since we do have a demo account, these websites should be available later on this month. So let's get started with the screenshots. Your KW website, once it is available to you, will most likely be here in the technology link right there on my KW, so where we have the links of home, education, and so forth. You'll have a drop-down menu. The very bottom of the drop-down menu will be the new KW website, and that's what we're going to call it, the new KW website. And some advantages of the KW website. This website does kind of fit those that want a set it and forget it style website, because you can just add a few items, which we'll show you, and it will be ready to go. Others can customize it to their liking. We will show you some of those options to customize, yet we won't go into the customization tools. Those won't come probably until later. So right now, if you, again, you probably will not see this until it is launched, but it will be available for you under Technology, new KW website, Agent. All right, once you're logged in, you'll have these options that may not look exactly like this, but these options will be there that are launch your site, preview your site, or continue editing. And we're always going to recommend that you edit your site first before you launch it. And of course, you can preview it at any time, make your changes, preview it, make your changes, and then when you're ready, you can launch it. And then naturally, after it's launched, you can continue to make those changes. So this is what the admin screen looks like. We'll call this the website administration homepage, if you will. It will show you a thumbnail of your site. It also will give you some additional high-level information, such as the amount of listings on your site. Through the customization, you are able to choose what types of listings you'd like. In this example, when you have so many listings, that is most likely all MLS listings have been chosen on this admin tool. So it's going to display all MLS listings. Posts are actually the amount of blog posts that you've created. These websites are tied to the WordPress blog, so it will show you the amount of posts that you have created, as well as the number of pages you've created. Pages are actually web pages. That does not include blog posts. And number of leads that you've received. That would be number of people that have hit your leads dashboard. In other words, have utilized some sort of call to action on your Playster site. Naturally, those leads will be delivered to your eEdge dashboard as well. So you will have the option of seeing them in eEdge and being able to get a quick view of how many people have utilized your site to and have used the lead capture options. All right, we're going to click on View Details. That's our next step. Let me go ahead and highlight that for you. I clicked a little fast. We're going to click on View Details to start our administration. That's going to bring you to the site settings page. We're going to first look at listings right here. We're going to be under listings, and then most of us will get started under IDX integration. This is where you will start to manage your IDX. This is how you get your listings on your site. Once again, this is one of the most important pieces of your website, is getting your listings there, because of course all the information about us is important, our pictures are important, but our listings are most important. So from here, we're going to click on the link IDX integration, which is listed right there. So we're going to click on IDX integration. And when we click on IDX integration, we'll have the option of choosing our MLS, just depending on which what our MLS is. This is going to be a big part of the delivery time of the websites, depending on how simple, difficult, what kind of agreements the Playster team currently has with your MLS regarding the IDX. So this is what will determine how quickly or when your market center will, or when you will receive your placed our sites. So it all has to do with the IDX integration. But this is where we're going to choose our IDX, and then we'll move forward from there. Now, since this is the how to get started, we're going to look at our site design. We're going to click on the site design section, which is here. So we already got our IDX going. We're not going to worry about our listings right now since this is just kind of getting started. So we're going to go to site design. And when we click on site design, we'll have the site option. So give me just a moment here. We are bringing in the live environment now for you to see. So we're going to click on theme selection under site design, and here is our website design. As you'll notice, you have 7 template options to choose from. I'm scrolling through those now. Okay, now that we have those 7, you'll notice as I choose different colors, you'll notice how much it changes the template. So every one I go to. So if you think about it, you have seven templates, and you have 8 colors. So you really have about 56 different choices of templates to choose from. You also have the option of choosing a page header and a background color, and that'll match the selected choice. So if you change the colors, naturally it won't just show a red or a white. It will change along with those colors. As always, we want to click Save to keep all of our changes. All right, under site information, and let me highlight that for you. So in site design, site information, this is where we're going to manage our profile and all of the information about us. So when we're looking at the logo, we can add our own KW logo, and it might even be required that you do the KW franchise logo, maybe required that you do your own broker logo. There might be a special logo that you have to add. So you can upload any of your logo options. Same thing with the site header and the favicon. Now the favicon I can show you. Let me bring that up so you can see exactly what that looks like on a website. The favicon is your favorite icon, and it will show up on the very top of your browser window. So let me bring up the screen. You all should see AnyAgent's website show up in just a moment. I've got the highlighter here, and you'll see the favicon is right there. You see where her picture is, the very top. And I'll erase that. You can see her favicon is up there. That's a really great way of putting your brand up there. Once again, if your favicon is your icon, that's great. If it's your picture, that's great too. Take advantage of that. That's a really good way of putting yourself top of mind immediately. And then, of course, we're going to add all of our contact details to make sure that we have the most complete information. And this is where individuals will find information about us when they use the Contact Me form, email me. Any of those is going to direct them to whatever information is listed in here, so take advantage of that. The question came in from Doug that says, can you make custom site design? So great question, Doug. So let me bring up the live design, and I will show you how you will do that, Doug. So it's when we're talking about our theme selection, okay? Here's our theme selection. We do have these 7 options, but you'll notice if I choose any one of them, and we're going to recommend, and I should have mentioned this before, we're going to recommend the Madison design, because the Madison design has what we call the favicon right in the middle. This is unique to Keller Williams agents, okay? The favicon in the middle, I beg your pardon, the Omnibox in the middle is unique to Keller Williams agents. And the Omnibox is a quick search right in the middle of the page. So what you're probably wanting to do, Doug, is that you want it to have its own unique look and feel. So what you would do is once you have chosen your design, okay, once you've chosen your design, we're going to choose the Madison Omnibox. Then we're going to click on the slideshow. The slideshow is what is scrolling throughout the website. Now, if I scroll down, you'll notice the one that we have chosen is the nature photos, and you'll see the one, this particular screenshot here in just a moment. But those are all available to you. If you decide you can create a custom slideshow, the custom slideshow is where you're going to add your own photos, and this is where you'll give it your own unique look and feel. So that's going to be in the customization portions. There is also the ability to add RSS and CSS, not RSS, I should say CSS and HTML, so you can have it customized by a professional even more if you choose to do so. So all of that is available to you. Doug, please let me know if that does or does not answer your question. Great question, thank you. Keep those questions coming. All right, down below we're going to have the office details, your meta title, and your meta description. Remember, your meta title is that title that comes up in blue when somebody comes across your website on search engine results, and the meta description is going to be the description of the information describing what is in blue. So take advantage of the meta title, meta description, highly search engine optimizational. That's why it's under the SEO section. Now, after you've completed all of your listing and design settings, that's if you wanted to just set this and forget this, we would set up the listing settings and the design settings, because the listing settings is what's going to put the listings on our website. The design settings is what's going to make it look like the website does now, or we can customize it adding our own photos. And then we want to preview our site, and I'll show you guys what that looks like on the admin tool. So this is previewing the site. That would be before you launch it. Now that the site is launched, we can click on View Live Site, and it'll bring up any agent's custom site. And this is our custom site with the default pictures that come with it. So it's got a really nice look and feel if you just want to get it started and start picking up your leads and really being able to show a nice clean website. This is the one you can start to promote without doing anything to it. Then you'll notice the featured properties that will show up are all MLS properties, and it starts from highest to lowest. Now, once you decide to start customizing it, which we'll have a few more presentations on customizing, you can change these featured properties to your own properties or even a list of properties. So you'll always have featured properties on your website. Okay, so Donna's saying, can searchers find our websites by going to Google and searching for our area of specialization? So the answer to that, Donna, is yes. However, it is going to incorporate adding some content on your own. So really the secret to that, Donna, is you want to start blogging about your area specifically. In that niche, start blogging using the Playster blogs. Then you want to add what we call the areas, because within the site you have the option to add additional areas, which is here. So you want to add those areas. Those areas are going to be specific to whatever areas you create. And then since these websites are what we call indexable, which they have indexable listings, any of the areas that you create, those people that are doing searches in those areas, those listings sitting on that listing page that you create, or the area page you create, will be indexable, which means that all the information within each of the listings will be on your website, which will be searchable through Google. So yes, to answer your question, yes, but it's just not an automatic thing. It's not magic. It is something you're going to have to add some content with, including blogging about the area and adding area pages. Do I know when we'll get the new websites for Canada? So first, Aman, we need to launch them in the States, which should happen later on this month. As soon as we're done with that launch, I'm sure we'll be starting on the Canadian launch. A little bit more information on that. I don't have those exact details, so I beg your pardon, but we will get more information as we get more information. All right, whenever you need help with the new KW websites, we are going to have help links within the site itself. You'll be able to browse support articles and, of course, browse training videos. We will have quick tips on every page, and we will continue to provide a lot more training materials and KWU Connect presentations available for you. We also want you to visit mykw.kw.com/website. That should be easy enough, mykw.kw.com/website. Scroll to the bottom of the page, you'll find the frequently asked questions plus additional help and information. When you have problems, we're going to have you get in touch with our Playster group. We have support directly for the websites. We're going to get you help immediately. Lotika, I'm not sure on what you're saying. Did you buy a new Playster website? Do you have one already? Are you part of the pilot group? I'm not clear on your question. Give me a little bit more information on that. Will I do a new webinar on the subject of customers searching through Google and being able to find us? Absolutely, Donna. We are going to do a Maximize Your KW Website series, and a part of that will be being sure that you understand the importance of blogging, the importance of adding areas, and understanding indexable listings. To answer that question, the answer is yes. Can tabs be added to include vendor links? Absolutely. You can add as many pages, links, tabs as your heart desires. There is zero limit to the amount of content that can be added to these websites. It's really quite incredible. So John, the reason we have the webinars now is to get people ready for them so that we have the content available once they are launched, because we will be launching them any day now. So Rick is asking, how will this work with eEdge, with Market Leader Pro and eEdge sites? So Rick, it doesn't really have anything to do with Market Leader Pro websites. In or the eEdge websites. However, every lead that comes from the Playster sites will hit your eEdge control panel. Once they hit your eEdge control panel, then you're going to manage them just like you would any other lead coming from any other source, which would be, put them on the 8x8 program, determine whether or not they're a buyer or seller, start managing that lead as you would any other contact. Now, in the very near future, we will be incorporating all of this together in one single, beautiful, wonderful system. Lokita, we will give you full instructions on how to do that. So your question is, how do I point my eEdge website to go to the new one? You're not pointing your website, Lokita, you are pointing your domain name. So your question is, how do I redirect my custom domain name to my new KW website? If you are currently part of the Playster group, or I should say the pilot group, we do have full instructions on how to do that for you. So let me know if in fact you are a part of the group. If not, then just hang tight because we will have lots of instructions on exactly how to do that. Sylvia is asking, what exactly is an area? An area can be anything you want it to be, Sylvia. It would be a neighborhood. It could be a street. It could be a community or a subdivision. You determine on the area by determining what you call that area and how you decide to label that area. Mike says, is there any type of capture for clients like CMA requests, etc.? There is all kinds of options for lead capture, Mike, and you can create your own great lead capture form. So yes, the answer is yes. Okay, so Lakita, your KW.com, your KWRealty.com website, that is not a custom domain name. KWRealty.com is what they call a subdomain, and no, you will not be keeping that. We will be talking about some strategies that you can take in the very near future when you move to the new website. Don't forget, you're going to have your KW website, your eEdge and your eAgency website all at the same time. We won't be doing anything with the other two websites for some time. Sylvia, I'm not clear on your question. How can the MLS show listings of that area? You determine on the area. It could be by zip code, could be by price, it could be by amenities, any of those. Those all you can create an area search using any of those. If you wanted to do specifically area, it would most likely be a zip code search. Any other questions? I'll hold on for just a couple more minutes. We're just about out of time. Great questions. Thanks for bringing them to us. And if you have any more, we'll hold on just a moment and answer any others. So Martha, again, if you have a custom domain name, then yes, you can redirect your custom domain name to your new KW website. And if you're curious on how to do that, that is actually available in the admin tool. And if you just hold on one moment, I can tell you specifically where that is. So if you, and I'm talking to Martha. Martha, if you are in your new Playster website, it would be listed here under custom domain, and there's full instructions on exactly how to do that right there under custom domain. That's where you would go to find out how to redirect your custom domain name. A great question, Mike. Can a video be uploaded for blogs? Absolutely, Mike. You definitely want to use video blogs as much as possible. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the rest of the questions that are coming in are regarding more customization, and I don't want to lose any of our audience on that. Is there any other questions that you all have? Another question came in, will it be easy to set up team pages? The answer to that is absolutely yes, because one of the pages that you can create, Mick, are agents. So every agent would get their own unique bio and picture and information, all of that available on their own unique page. So the answer to that is yes. Carolyn says, are the URLs auto-established, or do we name our site? Right now they're auto-established with a number. We're going to recommend that you do purchase a custom domain name, absolutely, at that time. But again, we'll give you all a lot more information on that. Can you add a tracking pixel from Facebook? Martha, I am not familiar with that at all. I don't know what a tracking pixel is. I do know we have site verification, but that is not one thing I am familiar with. All right, any other questions? Okay, thank you all very much for your questions. Great session today. Great questions. Thank you all very much, and keep your eyes and ears open. We're going to give you plenty of information regarding the new KW websites and the launch of it. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.